Title Made Become IAS Officer. Chapter 1. A Humble Beginning. In a small village in India, there lived a boy named Ravi. He belonged to a poor family, but his dreams were big. His father worked as a farmer, and his mother was a housewife. Despite their struggles, they always encouraged Ravi to study hard. Ravi was an intelligent boy. He loved reading books and asking questions. His school was 5 kilometers away, and he walked every day to attend classes. He had only one pair of shoes, which had holes in them, but that did not stop him from going to school. He believed that education was his only way to change his life. One day, his teacher told him about the Indian Administrative Service, IAS. "Ravi, if you work hard, you can become an IAS officer and help people in your village," the teacher said. That day, Ravi decided that he would become an IAS officer. Chapter 2. Facing Challenges. Ravi studied day and night. However, his family could not afford expensive books. His father worked extra hours in the fields to buy him secondhand books. His mother would wake up early to cook food so Ravi could take lunch to school. Their sacrifices made Ravi even more determined. But life was not easy. Sometimes Ravi had to work in the fields to support his family. He studied under a dim lantern at night because there was no electricity in his house. His friends often went to play, but he stayed back to study. People laughed at him and said, "A poor boy like you can never become an IAS officer." Ravi did not listen to them. He knew that hard work and dedication could make anything possible. Chapter 3. Moving to the city. After completing his school education, Ravi wanted to prepare for the IAS exam. But his village had no coaching centers or libraries. He decided to move to the city for better opportunities. His parents had no money to send him, but his teacher helped him get a scholarship. With a small bag and a big dream, Ravi left his village and moved to the city. It was his first time seeing tall buildings and busy roads. The noise, the pollution, and the fast life were all new to him. In the city, Ravi rented a small room and joined a coaching center. He attended classes during the day and worked at a tea stall in the evening to pay for his expenses. Every night, he revised what he learned. The competition was tough. Thousands of students appeared for the IAS exam, but Ravi did not lose hope. The first attempt. After months of preparation, Ravi appeared for his first IAS exam. He was nervous but determined. The exam was difficult, but he did his best. When the results were announced, he did not pass. It was heartbreaking, but he did not give up. Ravi analyzed his mistakes and decided to try again. He studied even harder, improved his weak subjects, and practiced mock tests. His dedication and patience kept him going. Chapter 5. The Final Success. On his third attempt, Ravi finally passed the IAS exam. It was the happiest day of his life. His hard work had paid off. When he returned to his village, the entire village welcomed him with pride. The same people who once laughed at him now praised him. Ravi was posted as an IAS officer in a nearby district. He worked to improve education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. He helped farmers, built better roads, and ensured electricity in villages. One day he visited his old school and met his teacher. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Sir, I made it because of your guidance." His teacher patted his back and replied, "No, Ravi, you made it because of your hard work." Chapter 6. The Challenges of an IAS Officer. As an IAS officer, Ravi soon realized that his journey was far from over. Corruption, bureaucracy, and resistance to change made his work difficult. He faced threats from powerful people who did not want reforms. However, Ravi remained honest and dedicated. He introduced digital governance, improved local infrastructure, and launched welfare programs for the poor. His efforts were not always welcomed. Some officers and politicians tried to stop him, but he did not waver. He fought legal battles, exposed corruption, and earned the trust of the people. Slowly, his district started improving, and Ravi became an inspiration for many young aspirants. Chapter 7. Giving Back to Society. Ravi never forgot his roots. He started an education program for underprivileged children, providing free books, coaching, and scholarships. He visited remote villages to encourage children to study. He also worked towards empowering women by setting up self-help groups and vocational training centers. His work gained national recognition. He was invited to seminars, awarded for his contributions, and even wrote a book about his journey. However, he remained humble and focused on his mission to make India a better place.